Hi, happy new moon in Virgo. My name is Latoya from Emerald Astrology, and I'm an intuitive astrologer who loves talking about the moon. And so today I'm going to chat with you about this new moon that's happening on August 27th at 3:17 a.m. Central. So make sure you do your time zone thing so that you have your time. Um, this new moon, 4 degrees in Virgo, is going to be quite bit fiery, I would say, but good because it's going to help us get to the details that we're needing to address and set those intentions to do something about our lives. So let's go ahead and dig in and figure out, discuss what the new moon is all about. So new moons are about setting your intention. It's about new beginnings. So before the actual new moon, there is this period of the moon, phase of the moon that's considered dark. And during this time, we are reflecting on any frustrations, anything that irritates us, that makes us feel powerless. And from that feeling, we then set our intentions to do something about it during the new moon. And so with it having to do with the new moon in Virgo, Virgo is all about, order, critiquing things, details, getting into the details, becoming very I can't say that. So observant and really just putting things together so that it flows nicely and functions as it should. And so we're kind of doing this kind of action wherever Virgo rules in our birth chart. So wherever house Virgo rules, we are going to be doing this rearranging, getting down into the details, making sure everything is, all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, and make sure everything, it's in its place. So of course we're setting our intentions here. So we're not going to be accomplishing all these things on, August 27th, but we're going to have this intention we're going to set. And then during this moon cycle, we're going to be putting these things in place as the lessons continue to go on. So Virgo element is earth, and the way it operates, its mode is mutable. So with this, earth was very grounded. It's very slow moving. It's very much concerned about the material world. And with it being mutable, it's very changeable, open for information, kind of going through transitions from, endings to beginnings, beginnings to endings, and just kind of doing this like back and forth energy flow. And so we're kind of doing this in a certain area of our lives that Virgo rules. Virgo, so we're in Virgo season. Happy Virgo season. And how this relates to us, relates to the moon situation. During Virgo season, we're very focused on purification of the soul, improving ourselves in that area of our lives, and developing a skill that engages the mind and body. So, we'll find some kind of systematic way of accomplishing certain things in an area of our lives. And, just trying to improve something, so improving a relationship. It could be improving finances, improving a certain skill, improving, identity, the way you dress, the way you look, the way you feel, improving a relationship with your family. It could be anything like this, wherever Virgo rules for you. And so the aspects that the moon is taking, of course, it's conjunct the sun. So with this, it's, this new emotional awareness that we have in an area of our lives. And, we're wanting to do something about it because our focus is here. The sun is about focus and our attention, And so everything is in alignment. Our emotional body and our objective mind, our spirit is in alignment. And we're like, okay, I want to start something new here. And then also the moon is applying a square to Mars, which is 4 degrees in Gemini. So Mars just entered Gemini. So we're getting this kind of fired up here in this Gemini area of our lives. And with this aspect, we are deciding to take action. Now, this is coming from a place of, could be from a place of frustration, because squares is all about tension. We're kind of stressed in this area because we're having to decide between two things. We have to defend something, because Mars rules this like square aspect. So squares usually have this Martian kind of energy to it, and then adding Mars into that is just, things are gonna start popping. So we're kind of emotionally excited here. Could be very frustrated, angry, frustrated. And just a lot of energy that needs to be that needs to be channeled constructively, or it will become destructive. So actively trying to do Gemini things that are like working with the hands, communication, working with ideas. It's going to be really important to channel, to channel this Mars energy and decide to take action, or at least start planning to, right? Because it's Virgo is also about planning and organization, and just making sure that you understand each part of the system is in place and realize, so that whenever you're ready to take this action, it's seamless, it's effortless. And so, yeah, just really looking at the details. Mars, it's not really much of a detail kind of planet. It's more of just an instinct and take action. So this can be also very like a friction kind of feel, but it can be done, because whenever you are, taking action from a plan, it's easy to adjust later down the road, especially as Mars is stationing retrograde. We'll have to like redo some ordering, even though that's going to be later on in the year. But we'll have a plan, and then we'll see like what needs to be adjusted, and it just makes it easier to go about it this way than to just simply go off of instinct. Although that sometimes is appropriate. Another thing, so Mercury is the ruler of this moon. Mercury just entered Libra, so it's 1 degrees in Libra right now, and it's actually slowing down and getting ready to station retrograde, which will happen on September 10th. And so I see this as like Mercury is helping us slow down and find balance, which Libra is all about, finding harmony in a situation, finding, what our values are and how we are actualizing them in our relationships. And, and it's at an early degree of Libra, so we're just now kind of getting grips of this lesson. So we're not going to do this perfectly, we're kind of just like dipping our toe into it. And, also with Mercury, is adverse to the moon, so they can't see each other. This could be, kind of uncomfortable, because it's not seeing eye to eye here. So don't think you're going to have, everything in place, because it's going to be like, we're just stepping into this and learning. So yeah, so that's what I see there. So what can you do to make the most of this moon experience? Well, for one, don't be afraid to confront the imperfections, because Virgo, is very critical, and will be able. It's easy for Virgo to call out what is not correct or in place, or refined, or whatever that may be. And so, with that Moon square Mars, the ability to confront these things are going to be very important, because it's going to be just helpful down the line as you are adjusting and adapting to what is being brought into your attention as the lunar cycles continues. So not being afraid of confronting imperfections and making those adjustments as needed. And another thing is, when you're feeling overstimulated, it's important to get to do some grounding practices. Virgo is an earth sign, but also mutable, and so that has this nervous energy to it, and it being ruled by Mercury can go into multiple different directions, right? And although it's not like in a Gemini kind of way, Virgo still has that tension of like nervous system and all this stuff. So just being aware of this of yourself, overworking, putting yourself in multiple directions, especially with that Mars and Gemini. It's just really crucial to have your favorite grounding practices nearby or just in front of mind as we're going throughout the day. So those for me right now is just watering my plants, misting my plants, um, aromatherapy, walking outside, just staying outside barefooted, letting my feet touch the grass. It's just being with my plants and or meditation. So those are my favorite grounding practices. And so you can give those a try while the moon is in Virgo. So yes, that's the reading, the insights I have for this new moon in Virgo. If you would like to go deeper and get some insights on how this new moon in Virgo is showing up for you, I definitely have some moon readings available that you can book, and I can give you all the insights on what this new moon is all about for you, all the special aspects it's making, and like how you can make the most of it so that you are working with this new, the energy instead of working against it. So if you're interested in that, definitely book a moon reading with the link below. And if you want to continue to follow this moon journey with me, definitely sign up for my newsletter as well. So that's also below. So happy new moon in Virgo. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.